It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? To see a warrior finally at rest, to see the king, full of hope, actually, dare I say, enjoying his life. I see your comments all the time. Please, someone adopt him. He deserves a warm couch and a quiet home. And honestly, looking at this clip, I almost believed it too. I told myself maybe he doesn't need a house. Maybe this empire is enough. Look at that face. That's the kind of happiness you can't buy with 1,000 luxury dog beds. Pure, serene, majestic. But wait, before we get too emotional and start crying into our keyboards, I need a little help from the pack. We are approaching our first anniversary this May, and my goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers. If you love the king, the chaos, and the deep dives, show some love. Hit subscribe, smash that like button, and drop a comment. Better yet, join the Pawble membership and be an official part of the inner circle. Help us reach 10K so we can keep these stories and the king's sanity alive. Now, back to the reality check.
Let's start with the general, Thorne. In every epic story, the king has a loyal bodyguard, but in King Charles's case, he has a 24-hour surveillance camera with legs. Thorne is loyal, yes. Thorne is the muscle, absolutely. But Thorne has the social awareness of a potato. Imagine you are King Charles. You've just spent the morning staring down rebels and keeping the yard from exploding. You finally find a quiet corner to have a zen moment. And what do you feel? You feel Thorne's heavy breathing exactly 2 inches from your face. Thorne doesn't understand the concept of personal space. To him, being a general means being Charles's shadow. If the king moves left, Thorne moves left. If the king tries to nap, Thorne decides it's the perfect time to howl a war song right into his ear. It's hard to feel like a majestic alpha when your right-hand man is basically a stage 5 clinger who thinks you're going to disappear if he blinks.
Then we have the ultimate wild card, Flower Dog. If Thorne is a shadow, FD is a hurricane in a tuxedo. You see him in these clips looking all angelic and fluffy, like he should be on the cover of a dog food bag. But Charles knows the truth. He knows that FD is a biological glitch wrapped in white fur. How can the king ever truly be happy when he's living with a dog who operates on chaos mode? FD doesn't follow the pack code. He doesn't respect the quiet moments. Charles will be sitting there reflecting on his legacy, and out of nowhere, FD will decide to bully a random underdog or start a feud with a fence. Every time Charles looks at FD, you can see the internal dialogue. I fought my way back from the brink of death. For this? To be a full-time babysitter for a fluffy demon? Being the king of FD isn't power. It's a life sentence of management.
And we can't ignore the prodigal son, Rocky. We all cheered when they formed an alliance. We thought the war was over. But from King Charles's perspective, the alliance with Rocky is like being in a cold war where the other guy is constantly checking his watch. Rocky is submitted, sure, he doesn't fight the king anymore, but he has that teenage rebel energy. He follows the rules, but he does it with a side eye that says, I'm just waiting for you to trip on a pebble, old man. For Charles, having Rocky in the inner circle means he can never truly relax. He has to maintain the alpha aura every single second. He can't even have a lazy Tuesday because Rocky is always there, measuring the king's strength with every glance. That's not a retirement, Pawble fam. That's a high-stakes chess match that never ends.
And then there's Wawa, the frenemy who operates in the shadows. While Thorne is being annoying and FD is being a glitch, Wawa is the one quietly stealing the king's favorite spot or eyeing his dinner. Wawa is like the paparazzi of the shelter, always there, always watching, always looking for a moment of weakness to exploit for a minor gain. He's the constant reminder to Charles that even if you've conquered the giants, the little guys are still trying to pick your pocket. It's death by 1,000 cuts. How can the king be happy when his friends are either too clingy, too crazy, or too calculating?
So the next time you see King Charles looking out at the horizon, don't be fooled. He isn't thinking about hope or the beauty of life. He's probably thinking, please, for the love of the Xiasi ancestors, someone take Thorne away from me for 5 minutes. He is the most respected dog in China. He is a survivor. He is a legend. But more than anything, he is the world's most overqualified, exhausted babysitter. His happiness is a myth, and his peace is just a commercial break between the next set of shenanigans from his inner circle. Who do you think is giving the king the biggest headache today? Is it the general, the glitch, or the rebel? Let me know in the comments. And remember, respect the crown, because it's clearly very heavy. Stay tuned to Pawble, your dog authority.